Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. Well, they're pacing the NFL in passing yardage this season, but a tough test awaits them to stay in that top spot as they face one of the league's best secondaries.
And partner with how they've played this season, both sides are awfully confident they'll be able to put up big-time numbers. I think it's going to be a very entertaining game just because of that. So let's say it together. Eventually, something's got to give.
Season Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps. Guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Ross. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround What is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Out of the gun now on third down. This one complete to Ingram. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Up the middle they go. Clinton. They'll get this down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first down, Clinton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points. Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. Now Ross looking to throw on second down. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got room. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw is Ross. To throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ross. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Cardinals hit 1 and 5, really struggling here to start the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
To throw on second down, Ross. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Ross now throwing to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. To play in this first half, 7-3 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Off play action. Ross steps away. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a dump off here, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 4. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Ross to throw on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That's a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. That's good for 28 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Now a give, right side, Clinton. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left.
to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And his throw is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack in the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Ross escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
We need to block in the back. Offense.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ross. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. But today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ross being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Ross. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Ross finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Ross throwing on 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now Ross throwing to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw is Ross. Looking to throw on second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ross now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Ross to throw on second down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better really as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Ross. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Ross. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Ross. This is caught. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Cardinals! From 3 yards out.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Potter, we got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Clinton. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Ross on 3rd down. Now he's forced out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run on first down.
Clinton down to about the 23.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Clinton. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Buccaneers,
They remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile,